Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to comment on the recent Splinterlands Town Hall. Today on January 18th, we heard them talk about conflicts. We heard them talk about airdrop chances, and this is a huge deal. We know that the new legendary airdrop Rage card is the next one up and coming, and man, does it look powerful. This is the card on the screen here. I saw this on memes by Splinter Meme. Or memes by Splinter Meme on Twitter. Check them out, follow them. And this is where we're at so far. Look at this beast: 16 mana, 5 magic damage, 4 speed, 5 armor, 11 hit points. Look at this kit: flight, void, weapon training, life leech, and affliction. Affliction is so important. Life Leech makes this thing an absolute monster. The weapons training with the 5 is going to be crazy. That means it's going to, I think in part 4 to each of its neighbors. I think 4 was the cap. I might be wrong about that. But regardless, weapon training is so important now. And Magic is probably the best weapon train in my opinion. Of course it's a monster, like massive mana monster. But man, this thing is going to work. You could put a Chaos Dragon, Chaos Agent for 1 mana beside this thing, equip it with 3 or 4 magic damage, I forget how much, and then put, you could put a 2-cost Pelacor Conjurer or any one of the new non-attacking monsters. So now you're, 19 mana cost for your monsters, plus whatever your summoner is. That's plausible, man. Right there is a team, and it's going to do a lot of damage. So this card is clutch. It looks like a carry, and we all want it. And the new conflict airdrop system is going to be interesting because it's going to change things. It's going to breathe new life into how that works. Some people were reluctant to believe in this, upset about how they're doing it, but they've even tweaked some of the stuff. So I hope you'll stick around for the rest of the video. I'm going to unpack how they've approached it, what they told us in Town Hall. We're going to specifically focus in on this one issue because the Town Hall was full of things, but this was the main one for me. So if that sounds interesting, stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. So while I leave that art on the page there, I'll just go ahead and start sharing with you the notes that they shared. This is from Cryptomancer. Like, this is directly from him during the Town Hall. If you want to hear the whole thing, it's the first probably 20 minutes or so of the YouTube video. I'll try to be quicker than that, but man, this was worth drawing particular attention to it. Someone will watch a 2-hour Town Hall, other people won't. Hopefully this video, is going to be that place where you're going to grab that information. This is a huge deal. These conflicts are changing everything about how we receive airdrops. One of the things that they said is that, that was implied, was that these wagons we purchase will likely be wagons we use for the future conflicts. Not just Rebellion, not just the next airdrop, yes that, but also beyond this when we move into the next edition. That wasn't 100% confirmed, but in the comment section that was answered by Cryptomancer. If you're interested in seeing that particularly, you have to zoom in on the comment section after Cryptomancer finished talking. And there was more in that comment section, so we're gonna have to reference that later again. But that was definitely an exciting thing to think through because it wasn't promised, but he said we are aiming at doing that. And then he also said we expect that there will be future utility for these wagons. They're calling them Mage Wagons, not battle wagons like we previously had I guess been informed. And this was huge too. He quietly, to me, I'd never heard this. I don't know if you had heard this. He quietly announced that these Mage Wagons will actually be the basis of a new game in Splinterlands, a new game mode. So we talk about new player experience within Splinterlands. We talk about, increasing the attention and the intrigue, the excitement, the fun of Splinterlands. And here we go quietly in the background. These battle mage or these Mage Wagons is itself, in a sense, a new game mode. He didn't fully expound on that except to say you can picture PvE, which is player versus enemy land battles. So that would mean like there's there's an infinite number of, I don't know, spirits in a magic death land, and they're coming wave after wave, and you have to defeat them. Well, it will depend on how powerful your mage wagons are as to whether you do defeat them or how many you're able to defeat. That's its own idea. And he also dropped the word, he said quests. So I guess you can be sent on quests within land. It makes me think about Golem Overlord. It makes me also think of Fallout Shelter. If you don't know, that's another game where, essentially you create an economy, a land. That's what's happening here. And then you send your, in this instance, your advisor, I guess, out on missions. Now that's not available yet in Golem Overlord, but I guess that's the future of it. With Fallout Shelter, if you haven't tried it, it's a fun game, and you do send out your minions into. Now I'm probably gonna get striked for showing this, but they go into the wasteland to fight, and it's a pretty fun game. So I say all that to say, Quest is being planned for land. Mage Wagons are said to have some impact on that. All that to me points to, and he specifically said, new game modes, which is exciting. Additionally, they talked about how they confirmed the price, that it is going to be 50 vouchers or $10 worth of credits or DEC. And so that's a huge cost savings if you're using the vouchers, right? Because the vouchers are roughly 4 cents per right now. At least they were before the announcements. Where are they at now? Yeah, just under 4 cents. So 50 of them is roughly $2. 3.7 cents is even better, right? I can't do the math in my head, but if 4 cents is $2, then you're less than $2 per Mage Wagon. Very inexpensive if you have access to vouchers. If you don't have access to vouchers, then you have then you have to use DEC. DEC is $10. That's no joke. That's not nearly as cheap. So you're going to have to figure it out. You want to get the vouchers. You don't want to pay the full price. I do like that is a voucher burn. I also like that that's theoretically a DEC burn. Some people will use DEC, and I think that is a good thing. Like, maybe somebody doesn't want to go to the effort of transferring DEC into vouchers. It would be foolish in my opinion, but I want to give them that option. It's like, why take it out? Why say to someone, no, you can only use vouchers? That closes doors. Open doors for people. Make it easier. And then each wagon will be able to hold 5 cards and up to 100 rebellion packs, both. And the cards are cards that you are using, playing with. That's okay. Again, within the notes, within the comment section, I saw a bunch of extra questions happen after Cryptomancer finished. One of which was, can I play the cards while they're in the battle in the Mage Wagon? And the answer was a definitive yes. He also additionally said that you will earn 100 points for each pack that's in your battle Mage Wagon, plus this collection power of the cards being delegated will be the point earning power of those cards. And so as we come look at some of my examples of Rebellion cards that I own, so Dark Dead Blast is a max level. This has a collection power of 5775. And so that will be its airdrop earning potential within the 1 of 5 slots that it would theoretically fill. Again, I can put this on my Mage Wagon as well as use it within my ranking experience. So it's an extra utility for the card, not a new different utility for the card. That's really important. This is very exciting from a card investment perspective. It makes me want more and more of these cards now, not in 6 months, not in 9 months, not at the end of Rebellion sale, now, because this is really meaningful when we start to look at cards like this. And as soon as Rage, I forget, they did, I think, speak to how many of each of these copies they'll be issued, but suffice it to say, you want to come early. You don't want to be late. How it's going to work is you're going to get the collection power points. You'll get the points based on the collection power you submitted, but then you also get the 100 points per pack. And what that's going to do is every single hour you're going to receive those points. Those are going to be working towards airdrop chances. Something new that they allowed based on customer feedback was that they're going to institute minimums. So for every 200 airdrop chances you draw, you're actually going to for sure get 1 guaranteed drop of Rage. That's cool. That was something that at first they weren't going to do. That's something we rose a stink about. There was communications within the Discord and whatnot, and people really wanted to see guarantees, and now they're going to give it to it. So you get 1 BCX every 200 chances. How do you get 200 chances? He said that you need 100,000 points in order to equal 1 airdrop chance. And so with that in mind, and that is something I screenshotted, by the way. This is while I was watching downstairs on my TV. Cryptomancer in the chat at 6:29. He said your total so that's 29 minutes into their live, I think. Your total contribution per hour will be collection power, CP, of all the cards on the wagons plus 100 per pack, staked. So the packs have to be staked, the cards have to be staked, but they're also playable within the game. And then he went on to say, so that amount will accrue every hour. So it's paid out every hour, whatever your CP plus your pack points are. And once it hits 100,000, you get another airdrop chance. That's really cool because you actually can think through how many points you need in order to assure yourself of, for instance, 200 airdrop chances, which is that one guaranteed return. I hope that personally, I can get more than that. I hope, what would it look like to have, for instance, 11 guaranteed airdrops? That would be 2,200 airdrop chances. 2,200 airdrop chances divided by 100 or times by 100,000 points gives you a point total to aim for. How many battle wagons do I need to attain that many points? There's a bit of a guess in there because it's not just a time window. It's actually, there's actually like a finish line. So it depends how hard people go into this. Here at 1925 of the Splinterlands live, you can see in the conversation, Lilyfire was answering that there will be one guaranteed airdrop card for every 200 chances. And then also there was a question about whether or not can you, J-Man asked, can I rent or delegate to my alt accounts? And Lily also said, no, they cannot be rented or delegated to you or by you. And Cryptomancer chimed in as well to confirm on the how many packs give you a guarantee. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, as a result of feedback, we were testing, decided a minimum 2 guarantee for airdrops. As Lilyfire mentioned, you'll get 1 guaranteed airdrop for every 200, which is a big deal. And a 2% chance on the card being gold foil. With a voucher, you can spend vouchers to double that chance. Crypto confirmed. And here's the at 21:45. You can see the conversation in the chat around follow-up. Since wagons will be used for a long time, will they be usable as well for future sets? And Cryptomancer said, I'd say so. Not a confirmation, but I do see him saying like, that's the plan. He goes, plans for them beyond Rebellion are currently TBD, but I expect there will still be some use for them. This is very important. To my earlier comment, how many will there be? This is why you want to act quickly. Fantasy Crypto asks, how many airdrop prizes are there going to be? Is the set determined? Is there a number of BCX? And Cryptomancer chimed in. This is at 6:21 into the town hall. And 22 minutes and 55 seconds into the town hall, which is on YouTube. And he says the first card, Rage, will have 4,000 cards available for distribution, not counting minimum guarantees. Not counting minimum guarantees. And so it's conceivable that there'd be, you know, I don't know, is it 500 more minimums? I don't know. But that's going to be what you're looking at BCX wise. How quickly can this community of players build up? I don't know how many points will be the finish line, but I know that as we reach 4,000 is the most that there's going to be. That means that we want to start early. You want to maximize the number of chances you're going to get. You got to start on day one. That's on January 23rd. And so I think that's all the main points I wanted to raise. This is coming really soon. This is 5 days away from the time I'm recording this. These airdrop chances are a really big deal because these cards are really meaningful. It gives new utility for vouchers. It gives new excitement for the gameplay because there are new cards coming into the game. Also, interesting opportunities to play the marketplace. Maybe to flip them if you earn them, or to put them to work in more battle wagons if you earn these airdrops for the next airdrop. It's interesting to see. It's exciting to be a part of. I personally am going to be participating, and I would think that you guys should too. Not everybody's going to want to. They don't want to spend vouchers. They don't want to spend DC. I get it. Maybe that's the play. Maybe you just wait and play it on the market. But if you are thinking that way, understand that 4,000 is the most plus guarantees. So, you know, look at what airdrop, we'll look at what legendaries that might look like. If you just went in here, and I don't want to do a separate video on this, but if you went into legendaries and saw which cards have 4,000, that one has 40,000 copies. Which cards have 4,000? Those are going to be the cards that you're going to be comparable to in price point. think that's kind of like Untamed or something. Yeah, that's 6,000, 5,600. I mean, you're a little less than that. Here you go, dice, 3,500. So maybe these are going to be seemingly fairly rare. That's another reason why I'm excited. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thanks so much for your time and attention. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless.